What's up, everyone? Welcome to my first YouTube video. Most of these setups are bullish, and after FOMC, I could care less what happened before FOMC, but my main goal is keeping a close eye on these names after FOMC, okay? And let's just get into it. First off is Tesla, okay? I'm just gonna show you guys a quick setup on a longer time frame. Is this clear cup and handle on the daily time frame? And if we go from the neckline to the bottom of the cup, it's roughly two all-time highs, okay? And I've said this in my Discord group. I believe 400 is a big psychological level, and as long as you hold that, I do think Tesla could see a major squeeze. Even though Tesla went up what 17% or 18%, okay? Even though Tesla ran up 18%, I still think there's some gas left in the tank, a lot more gas in the tank, okay? And yeah, guys, so just keep it real simple. Hold 400. I do think you could see 432, which is a previous weekly resistance. And it tapped it 1, 2, 3, 4. You can even count this as 5. So 5 times. So I'll say this. Hold above $400. I do think you could see 432. Break above 432, and you could see 467. But my main target above 432 is roughly back to my all-time highs, okay? And that's a quite easy setup. Just hold 400, we see 432, and you break above that, you can see all-time highs pretty much, okay? And yeah, guys, support is 400, and if you guys are looking to buy that dip, even if market does low-key crash, not crash, but sell off after FOMC, is the ADMA on the daily time frame, okay? And I wouldn't really touch Tesla if we do come back to this neckline. It'll be an awesome retest, but I'll be a little bit more patient, okay? But yeah, so for my setup, hold 400, and you're looking really great, okay? And we're gonna move on because that setup is quite easy to understand. And my next one is Apple, okay? This was a name that I wasn't really interested in beginning of the week because we're still price head below this range again, but now we're kind of breaking back above this range, which is 237. And if we look on the weekly time frame, we could see clear rejections at around this level: 237, 237, 237, 237, 237, 237, and even right here we're kind of rejecting around like 237 and 241. Okay, so I'm gonna say this: if you hold price holds above 237, we can see 241. We break above 241. I do think Apple heads back up to 250, and break above 250. We see 260. Okay, guys, this setup is quite easy to understand. Just hold above 237, and you're looking great. Okay, hold above 237, you see 250, and break above 250, you see 260. Your support level is 237 since price is now back above it. Or if you're looking a little bit more room for a stop loss, you guys could use the ADMA. But like I said, you're kind of, once you break back above the range, you kind of don't want price to head back down because that could be this could be a trap, okay? So just prioritize your risk. But yeah, guys, as long as 237 holds, I am bullish on Apple, and we can see a bullish breakout to 250, okay? And that is my Apple setup, and we're going to be going on to Meta. And I want you guys to focus on Meta because this setup is very similar to Microsoft's setup, okay? Let me delete this channel. Okay. So we see a clear descending channel. Okay, price broke out. Price retested the 8 and 21 EMA, and also the 750 support level that I've been had for a very long time. Okay, so now we see that we could see, which I put a gap resistance right here. If you hold above $775 for Meta, I do think you could see it break out to $800. Okay, and if we look here, we measured the top of the range here. Yeah, so roughly, I would say that we're gonna break out to $800 as long as you hold about 775. And so you guys' support levels for Meta is 750, and like I've been saying, is the 8 and 21 EMA, okay? Below 750, I am not interested in Meta. I am not looking forward to trade this name. But yeah, above 775, we see $800, okay? So I want you guys to look and pay attention to what's happening for Meta during, I believe on Friday. When was this? Oh, last Wednesday, okay. So look, we're seeing the same shit with Microsoft, okay? Oops, Microsoft, okay. Microsoft forming an ADC descending channel just like Meta. Oh shoot. Okay, I want you guys to see this. Descending channel, price broke out, retesting trend line, okay? Oh my gosh, I apologize. Okay, look. Microsoft doing the same shit. Okay, look. 507 is a clear support level, okay? Look, price broke out. And now you see this big, honestly, bearish engulfing candle, okay? But in reality, we're still above the trend line. We're still above this descending trend line. And we're still above previous support, previous resistance. And we're still above the 80 and 21 EMA, okay? So this is all I want to see. If we hold above 507 for Microsoft, I do think you could see a continuation up to 537. But my first target is 520. Break above 520, and I do think, oops, oh my gosh. Break above 520 to see 537, okay? But like I've said, your support level is 507. Hold 507 to see 512, and 512 we see above 512 we see 520. But my real target above 520 is 537. And obviously, break above 537, you see all-time highs once again at $555, okay? And I'll say here, below 507, I am not interested. But keep in mind that 500 level is also a big support level as well, okay? But I'll keep it short. I'm not looking at Microsoft below 507, okay? I want price to stay above this trend line and above the EMAs on the daily time frame, okay? But yeah, guys, that's my setup for Microsoft. Hold 507 to see 537, okay? 520, then you see 537, okay? Moving on to Cat El Gato, okay? Okay, this was on my weekly watch list. I'll definitely show the before and after on Instagram. But yeah, guys, this is a perfect freaking pennant, bruh. And you can even say this is a cup and handle as well. Break above 441, which is previous all-time highs. I believe you could see a massive breakout to $465, okay? And yeah, guys, this is my setup. This is a pennant. You would call this a pennant on TA. But yeah, break above 441, we see $465. And you guys use your guys's for your stop loss. Let's say we break back above, right? We break and we hit back down. You want this previous highs to stay as support, so then we could continue the wave back up, okay? And yeah, guys, this is a clear pattern for me. And yeah, break above all-time highs, 441. We see a target of $465. And how I got that level, I think I did this. Yeah, so I measured the top to the bottom of the range, and I went from the neckline up, and we got $465, okay? And yeah, guys, this is an easy setup. Yeah, above 441, we see 465, which is my technical target, okay? Moving on. Actually, we're going to start going to risk on names, which is Bitcoin. Okay. So first off, I'm going to show you guys on the weekly chart. All right, guys. So on the weekly chart, we see a clear descending channel and a retest back to the 21 EMA on the weekly time frame. Okay. So first off, it's clear that price is breaking out this descending channel. Okay. So I said this with my Discord group. Break above 112, which we clearly did. We see 117.5 as resistance. So I'll mark that level right here, so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Sorry. Okay. So right now, Bitcoin is approaching major resistance before FOMC. Okay. But if we somehow break above 117,000, that's where I do think we could see a range, I mean, not a range breakout, a breakout to 120K. And obviously, if you break it back above 120K and you hold that level, I do think you could see 125K as your target, okay? And, oops. So I'll say it, break above 117.5K on Bitcoin, you could see a breakout to 120,000. And guys, that's my setup. This is a quick, easy setups. And like I've been saying, use the 80 EMA. I'm going to be using the 8 EMA and the 21 EMA as my stop loss, okay? And we're going to move on to MSTR. This is a trade that I took with the group. And let's do this. Bitcoin is obviously in a pivotal point. If we see Bitcoin break out and we're seeing this accumulation happen with MSTR, right? We're just in a big range. I do think this name could see a potential squeeze back up to, oops, oh my gosh, bro, let me delete this shit. All right, above 340, okay, which is a previous support and resistance. Above 340, I do think we see 358, 363. Okay, so this is a bounce play. Even though this name is looking quite shit on the daily and 4-hour chart, but price is definitely consolidating for a move higher. Okay, so if we draw our trend lines, we kind of see a falling wedge take place, and we see a price respecting the support level. Okay, so my setup is this from MSTR. With the confluence of Bitcoin at a pivotal moment, and we can see a breakout on Bitcoin. Break above 340, and watch out for this 21 EMA. Break above 340, we can see 363, and maybe that could be another opportunity to short, and we could see this double bottom play out on MSTR. But really, yeah, break above. I'm pretty much gonna sell all my contracts at 363 and just wait for confirmation of back above it. But yeah, guys, that's my pattern for MSTR. Just watch out for this falling wedge. And like I said, you're at the support level at $320, $311, okay? And yeah, we're going to move on to Coinbase. Okay, for Coin, like again, we took this trade at, I believe, last week. Okay, we trade this breakout here. For Coin, I'm going to be really patient. Above 335, which is a big support, gap resistance. Break above 335, we could see our first target is this resistance here, this high, because that was clearly a big rejection. But break above 345, and we could see a move to $377. And guys, this has big potential. If Bitcoin does break out, I'll be looking at Coin above 335 for potentially a massive gap fill on the daily time frame. And yeah, guys, like I've been saying, use previous swing highs as your guys' support levels, or even the 8 and 21 EMA on the daily time frame as your guys' support levels. But that is my setup for Coin. Break above 335, 335, 345 to see $377, okay? And my last one for the day is SoFi, okay? Okay, this is a name that I went with my group. And guys, so we see this clear bullish breakout on SoFi. On this bull flag, we see rejection at this double top. And now we're seeing buyers step out this previous swing high. So we met our first target, but if we go on the weekly time frame, or no, on the monthly time frame, SoFi has potential to see something like Robinhood, where we just see a massive breakout on the monthly time frame, like what it did here. You kind of do this U-shape, massive U-shape, and once you break above these all-time highs, you see a massive run up. And so that is something I'm kind of looking at for SoFi. So I'll say this, above 27.89, which is a resistance, we could see a bullish continuation to $31. And like I've been saying, just use the previous swing high as your support, or even the ADMA, which is right there on that previous swing high. But yeah, guys, that's definitely it. I didn't go over Qs or SPY because majority of these names are tech related names, and if these names do break out, we're gonna see a breakout on Qs and SPY and IWM. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could leave a comment or just some support, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you guys maybe sometime, or this is my last video, but who knows. See ya.